Let's talk about finding authenticity in art and how it connects to self-discovery, self-acceptance, and social pressure. From the age of 4, I knew I loved drawing. I spent countless hours with crayons and paper in the garden, enjoying the creation. As a grown-up, I chose a different path. Now at 39, I finally come to understand that this is not just a hobby. This is my true calling in life. I started drawing seriously and experimenting with different styles just over a year ago. But only now I finally understand that I have a huge passion for learning how to express feelings and emotions on paper. I particularly enjoy drawing people in a cartoonish style that captures the amusing moments from everyday life, the little quirks that make us human. Why do I want to learn this? Because I'm an emotional person and emotions resonate with me deeply. I see emotions clearly in others, reflected in their facial expressions and body language. Sometimes when I watch people interact in public, I can help but imagine them as a cartoon characters in funny scenarios. It makes me smile and reminds me of the joy that art can bring, not just to myself, but to others as well. You can be a huge obstacle to yourself when searching for your niche in art. When I first started drawing more seriously, I felt insecure about my work. I spent hours scrolling through social media looking for inspiration. I found myself overwhelmed by the sheer volume of talent and the fast-paced nature of trends. I wasn't sure what I truly loved to draw, so I just followed whatever was popular at the moment, hoping to fit in. This constant change in direction added a lot of pressure and it was exhausting. I applied for illustration children's books, but was told that my drawings lacked scenes and characters. This feedback made me think I had to adapt my style to fit their expectations. Then it hit me. I realized that I love focusing on emotions and individual characters rather than intricate scenes. That's where my passion lies. And that's what I should concentrate on during my practice. I finally understood that everyone draws what one connects to the most, and because of that there are a lot of styles out there. I should do the same no matter if it goes viral or not. This is not what indicates if my art is good or bad. I have to do what interests me. Being authentic and staying connected to myself is far more important than fitting in. You can impact others just as they influence you. Believe in yourself and your ability to create something meaningful, even if it doesn't go viral or gain immediate recognition. Don't change your style or niche only to fit what goes viral, because what goes today probably won't go tomorrow. Eventually, if you do something with passion, you will do it well. Practice makes the master. Make strong foundations. It's easy to imagine characters in my head, but to put them on paper is harder. Bringing ideas into drawings on paper can be challenging. It requires lots of practice on foundation and the patience to have to practice. I love exploring different styles and trying to replicate what I see to teach myself. But I know I still have a long way to go before I feel fully confident in my unique style. Most importantly, don't rush or compare yourself to others. Social media can create a false sense of urgency and inadequacy, especially when we see others who seem to be more advanced. But remember, everyone starts with basic skills that develop over time, so you also need to allow yourself time to grow. You are not behind, you are exactly where you need to be on your journey, and in time you will evolve. A deep dive into your inner self and how it's connected to your choice in life. We often hear that we must be the person we want to be, but I believe we already are that person deep down. We just need to reconnect with our inner selves. Too often we focus on external opinions and societal expectation, which can drown out our true desires. That's because we care about what society thinks about us and about how prestigious our status is. Do you feel the rush to be someone with high status just in order to feel important? We grew up with certain beliefs about our role in the society and what is accepted from us, and we truly try to please everyone so they will love and accept us. But do we love and accept who we truly are? If we flow with what goes, what will happen to us. We will lose our identity and uniqueness. We need to pause and listen to our emotions and desires. What drive us? What do we respond to certain situations in particular ways? What will we generally want? Is it love, acceptance, understanding? During childhood until about age 10, we are purest selves. At this age, we care less about what others think and pursue our genuine interests. However, as we grow older, we start worrying about society's judgments, which can lead us to hesitate and question ourselves. We might find ourselves doing things not because we enjoy them, but because we feel we should. We become less connected to ourselves and much more concerned with society. It takes courage to show our true selves to the world and practice every day being it. I'm 39 and only recently found the courage to embrace who I really am. The first 10 years of my life, I was the purest me. Then, for many years, I was consumed by what others thought of me. I pursued a BA because I thought it was necessary for success. Then, I studied architecture because I believed it was more prestigious than art. I thought that if I had a serious profession, I would gain respect and validation. But after working as an architect and feeling unfulfilled, I stopped and finally started to listen to myself. After my third child was born, I quit and started searching for deeper meaning in my life. I started to do the things I love, listen to my soul, and be very mindful of my actions. It was a long path, but I'm so glad I took it. The funny thing is that I'm back to my roots, to my first 10 years of my childhood, when I was purely me. As a child, the things I loved the most were writing and drawing. Quiet the noise. To reconnect with our true selves, we need to quiet the noise around us. Spend time alone in nature, write in a journal, read about self-development, meditate, or engage in physical activity. We need to be alone with our thoughts and emotions. This process takes time and courage to discover yourself, your weakness, but also your strengths. Suddenly, you will find clarity and calmness that allows your true self to emerge. When you understand your inner self, you'll know what path is right for you. Only by bringing out the real you outside the world, you could be authentic in your performances. For me, it meant quitting my job, diving back into drawing, and tuning out the noise from social media to focus on what I love most, bringing emotion to life through my art. This journey of self-discovery has taught me that being authentic is about embracing your true self and not being afraid to share that with the world. Art is a reflection of who we are, and when we create from a place of authenticity, we not only grow as artists, but also inspire those around us to do the same. That's why I'm here on YouTube, to share my message and hopefully inspire you to listen to yourself and have the courage to be who you already are. Authenticity in art is not just about the final piece, it's about a journey, the learning and the self-acceptance that comes along the way. I'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you connect with your inner self? What challenges have you faced in your creative journey? Please share this video if you find it helpful. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.